leverage. You know, we're going through a time when we have to cut spending. And I love when the Republicans lecture Democrats about it. Wait till you hear what goes on here. Guess the only party to ever balance the budget and create a surplus? The Democrats, with Bill Clinton in recent memory. So don't lecture us about how to balance budgets. We know how to do it. And guess what? We know how to do it by creating 23 million jobs. So I don't need to hear the lectures because they're misplaced. Talk to yourselves. You're the ones who didn't say a word when George Bush did a tax cut to billionaires and put it all on the credit card. And now you still want to extend those tax cuts and bleed the revenues.
Will you yield
You're
for
the
a
one.
question?
I will not yield till I'm finished. I've stated that before. But thank you for asking. Here's where we are. I have to reiterate so I don't lose my place. Under Bill Clinton, the Democrats balanced the budget, created surpluses, and 23 million jobs. George Bush came over. He held a press conference. I saw it last night. He said, "We don't need surpluses. This money belongs to the American people." And he didn't say what he meant. He meant it belongs to rich people, super rich people, who earn over $1 billion and $1 million. He gave away the store. Then he went to war, 2 wars, put it on the credit card. And my friends on the other side never once said, "Gee, I can't raise the debt ceiling to pay the debts." They all voted to pay, almost to a person, raise the debt ceiling when it was doubled from Bill Clinton. But now, after George Bush left a mess, a god-awful mess in the debt and the deficit, he handed President Obama $1.2 trillion deficit. All of a sudden, they blame President Obama for all of this. The American people get it. They don't buy it. They understand it. They're not happy where we are, and they shouldn't be. But they know where the problem started. You know why? Because you can't rewrite history. Well, you could try. But those deficits and those debts, those numbers, they're in the books. And unless you erase them, they'll remain in the books. I don't care whether it's talking about Paul Revere's ride or the deficits. That's history. So I'll show you the deficits we had when we were in control. We got it down to zero, and we got surpluses and 23 million jobs. And that all was erased. And then we entered a situation the last couple of years of the Bush administration where jobs were bleeding at 800,000 a month, 700,000 a month. Credit was frozen. The automobile industry was in the tank. And President Obama took action. And this recovery is tough. The worst recession since the Great Depression. So this is what I know we can do. If we work together, dare I say it, we can adopt a framework that understands billionaires and millionaires don't need their tax cuts now. We can get some more revenues in here and cut the fat and cut the duplication and go after the people who don't pay the taxes they owe and end the war in Afghanistan and save $1 trillion over 10 years. I can come up with $4 trillion pretty easily. Allow Medicare to negotiate with the drug companies for lower prices. How's that? $200 billion. But no, instead, there's demagoguery. And there's attempts to bring down bills like this, clean, nice bills that will do everything we know we need to do now. Leverage our spare dollars, attract public investment, create jobs. No, we're facing a host of amendments. And I don't find it funny. I find it sad that we cannot come together.